Welcome to Rants and Reviews, and today I have with me yet again, Jensen. Jensen likes long walks on the beach, being shot at by elephant farmers, and Jensen is an Aquarius. He not so much that's his sign, so much as he likes to go to aquariums, and that becomes a lifelong passion for him. Yes. We're here today to talk about Forbidden Desert. It's an amazing game that has ended some friendships, ruined some relationships, and quite possibly almost caused me to kill my significant other one. Being said, we're going to jump right into it. So as you can see, the play space on this game is a little bit larger than most. It takes up a lot of space, and there's been a lot of tile flipping. In the game, we both have been stranded on the same tile due to a horrendous plane crash trying to find this amazing device in the middle of the desert. We both have special abilities. For instance, I am an archaeologist. I can clear 2 sand for 1 action, and he's a climber, which allows him to pick myself up or other players and travel distances with them, as well as to not be blocked in by sandstorms. In the game, on your turn, you can either remove dirt, excavate a tile, pick up an item, or use any of your special abilities if you have any. For instance, some players can spend their action points doing things like preventing the storm cards from being read. As well, the other things that happen in the game once you've found the pieces are the tiles will reveal towards where the pieces are going to be hidden to have to excavate and pick up. And then lastly, there's item cards that you can pick up in the game. If you reveal certain tiles, they'll say on them things like...
what about the storm cards?
This little gear right here. That gear specifically states that once you picked it up, you pick up a special item. For instance, this jetpack, which allows you to jump all over the map wherever you want to go without costing you an action to move there. Then after you've spent your turn and you no longer have any more actions, it's now time for the storm. Now in the game there is a storm tracker which tells you how many cards you have to basically flip over during the storm phase. In the very beginning of the game we're at the lowest point, so we don't have to draw over 2. The storm cards will take the eye of the storm and move them around, causing them to throw sand wherever the eye basically was, or the tile that was moved because of the storm. There's also sun beats down cards buried in there that will make you lose water. And if you lose water because of that and you don't have any water, you can die. And if any player in the game dies, then the game is over. Like, seriously.
Like, just one guy dies?
One guy dies.
And everybody just kills themselves?
They're just done.
Like, screw it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna...
Archaeologist isn't here anymore, I'm just gonna take myself out.
We might as well at this point just commit suicide, because without that extra person...
Yeah.
So the main goal is, in this game, you're supposed to try to beat the storm. You're supposed to try to collect all the pieces to assemble the ship, the legendary ship in this area that will fly you to safety. And if you don't do it before either there are no more storm tiles, then sand tiles, then the game is over and you've lost. If you do it before someone dies, if you don't do it before someone dies, then the game is over and you all lose. And if your friends get mad at you because you had in a tunnel to save you from being the storm beating down, then they'll likely kill you.
It's oddly specific.
Oh, really? Well, if you've played this game, you know what that means. So we're going to talk about this a little bit and tell you what our opinions are, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Forbidden Desert, or as I like to call it, the sun beats down. It's a lot of fun. You get to be pissed off at your friends for not listening to you because everybody has an opinion. It's a game where you get to work with your friends, but you're also kind of working against each other. I would put this in my collection just because it's a fun cooperative game. I'd suggest it in yours, friends if you have them, but definitely you want to give it a shot.
I hate Forbidden Desert. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate games in which you're playing with your friends and planning things out with your friends, and then every single decision you guys make as a group then becomes the fault of one person because they flip over the sun beats down card. They were unlucky, and therefore it is all their fault. Who am I kidding? I love this game. It's a really fun game. It's a great game. I got it actually as a gift for my birthday. I highly recommend that if anyone has this game, that you give it a play. I think that it warrants being part of my collection. It warrants being part of your collection. Pick up this game because it is a nice change of pace from like games where you're constantly competing against people. It's a game that builds group mentality towards finding solutions to common problems. It's a great team building game. Pick it up. Pick it up today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please say so. Please tell Jensen what you thought about his run as a guest reviewer on Rants and Reviews.
No Frankenbeans.
And by the way, again, still ongoing, still running, Yo Bro the Kickstarter. By this point, I'm sure we've got 1,000 billion backers, but we could always use one more.
Or one.
Or one backer. But I'm sure at this point there's like 1 billion. So make sure that you reserve your copy of Yo Bro the only way that you know you can, by going to the Yo Bro Kickstarter. There'll be a link at the end of the video. And support your independent game designers. Or at least this independent game designer.
All the other ones are good too. It's a good idea, but...
So today we're here to...
Sneeze.
Shut up. The game that has ruined...
I told you we're here to sneeze.